Well, welcome back to the Clash, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ernest Justin Turkeyleg with JJ Strong here and Bob Classic. We get ready for our third matchup. This is actually an impromptu matchup, not scheduled to be here on the card. Chris Major comes out at the top of the show with his sister, as they see her in the background, Tiffany Major, and interrupts the program next door, which is showing this here event on the Titantron. It's not even supposed to be no event going on there. And he says that he wants to challenge anybody on the XTV roster.
Major went out and publicly issued a challenge to anybody on the roster. What are your thoughts on that? Chris Major ain't nothing but a little punk. If he wants it, he can get it. You see, because I'm always looking for a fight. So Chris Major, that's wrong.
Oh man, how about that? Well, Chris Major's going to be going up against this guy, Hank.
Oh man, he may be biting off a little bit more than he can chew, dog.
It's the big man, Hank, who's known for kicking ass and taking names. And he's coming out here to accept Chris Major's challenge. Oh man, Chris Major's gonna die. Last time we saw Hank on the XTV programming is a few episodes back of the Bricks, when he took on Millennium backstage, and well, you remember how that altercation ended up. Oh yeah, man, Millennium wound up face down with his butt up. No homo. As Big Hank plans on doing the same thing to Chris Major, and his sister better watch out. Tiffany Major comes back and is in the corner of her brother. That's just funny to me. Look at this Hank. He's ready, man. Look at the size of this guy, JJ.
Oh man, he's big, he's tough, and he's ready to take Chris Major's lights out.
Well, let's not take nothing away from Chris Major. He is a very gifted athlete. As they see, they are in our old XTV arena right next door, as we mentioned. And Chris Major, a first-class athlete, you know, he has what it takes. He's been former XTV champion. And look at this. Oh, he's even contended with you, Bob.
Yeah, he's contended with me because he wants to be me.
Oh man, look at that. Right there is why he can't hang. Because Hank comes with those spears. And I can guarantee that that's not going to be the first spear you see from Hank. We might see another one real soon. Well, he evaded that move as they outside the ring. The referee is counting, ladies and gentlemen. It's up to a 10 count. There's that spear that you was talking about, Bob. Puts Chris Major down to one knee. And a kick to the midsection to go behind by Major.
Great action we're seeing here tonight, man. No title change thus far, as we have 2 more titles to be decided. You know, hey, you just not got the surprise news, Bobby, that, well, you gonna be defending your tag team titles. You know, I don't understand that, JJ. How is Miss Ruby gonna do that? I mean, she's my girl and everything, you know, we're cool, but still, how's she gonna do that? How's she gonna put me in a title match and not tell me who I'm gonna be fighting? And my partner's not even here, just gonna substitute Best with B-Boy. That's not right. It's not fair. We're unprepared. It's completely unorganized. Last minute, bull.
Well, you call bull, but Bobby, you sat out for and then you had David B-Boy defend your title. You know, and he was successful. And the same thing is happening here with Best. You know, I wonder what Best would think about this if he was here right now. I don't think he'd say that was very fair. You know, without his concern, just having his title defended. That's just so fluke. It's just absolutely fluke. You know, and you know what that tells me. You know what that tells me. That tells me something further. That Miss Ruby D is not the one that's doing this. I mean, the last time you guys saw Bobby in action, what happened? A cell was lowered. a cell was lowered in the middle of my matchup, and you know I damn near killed Brock Lesnar. You know that wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't my decision. It was supposed to be a regular fair and square one-on-one matchup. Did that happen? I mean, I won, but I mean that was just unexplained. And then another unexplained theory. All of a sudden, I have to defend my tags. Come on, man. Where's the justice? What's up with cheat codes? Yeah, well, hey man, if anybody knows about having to stand up in the face of things coming against them, it's you, Bobby. And take note, man. Jordan Strong, you know, she's another one who can relate to that, having the odds stacked against her, you know, with the whole officiating during the whole best of 7 series, having to overcome the obstacles of not being prepared. Her and Naomi both, to her credit too, man. You know, having to be in matches that they have never been in, they don't fully understand the concept of. They just want to win the women's championship. I mean, that's some adversity to overcome. And a lot of people believe that Jordan Strong is going to overcome, just like myself. And I also believe that no matter what tag team they put up against you and B-Boy, man, you guys are going to get the job done. And I do agree with what you just now said. That is bull, man. And I don't think that was from Miss Ruby D either. Let's not get beside ourselves, fella. We got a matchup to call here. As Beast and Chris Major has been battling it out this whole time. Beast just now took out the official just then. And we got a brawl going on outside the ring. Yeah, well, you see, Tiffany Major is a whole lot smarter than she looks. And she's staying on the other side of the ring, out of the way of this big behemoth Beast. And I'm surprised that Chris Major's being able to go the distance, stand toe-to-toe. He just not put on the brakes before he hit that guard railing. And Beast is daring Chris Major to get into the ring. And you see Chris Major somewhat reluctant as he gets knocked right off of the side of the apron there. Oh man, Chris Major realizing he may have bitten off a whole lot more than he can chew. But look at this now. As you said, Justin, you know, able to go in there and still continue with the big dog Hank. He's clutching on those ribs. Just not ate a right hand from him. And not kick to the gut. Chris Major getting right back in this thing. Throws him into that turnbuckle. And look as he limps. Picks up a head of steam. We don't see him do this often. What's this? Oh, man. Beautifully executed drop kick by Chris Major. And look at this. He may not have no other choice but to use a weapon. Well, he wisely put it down. And, you know, I don't think that's a good idea because Hank's one of those guys who you don't want to piss off. Oh! And what's that, like the third or fourth spear we've seen from Hank? And he follows it up with a leg drop. Hank ain't lost a step. Recently signed to the roster, ladies and gentlemen. And he was just supposed to be going through training. He wasn't supposed to be a full-time superstar, but he seems to be overlooking that. And he's here tonight challenging Chris Major, who is an active superstar. And JJ, he may be on his way out the door if he can't pick up any victory. Well, you know, he's going to have to pick up some victory, man. He's going to have to get something behind him, something in his favor, man, because you know how XTV is. And look at this. There's Tiffany on the apron getting involved, man. And look at this now. Beast got Chris Major locked up in that Anaconda Vice. Oh, and a spear. Tiffany Major quickly getting down. And look at this now. Beast about to seem like you want to wrap things up here. Oh, nice DDT. And this could be the wrap up. Or actually, this is the wrap up. Oh, you don't see many men get up from that. Absolutely not. And Beast, he signifies that this is going to be over. What is this? Oh, another spear. Oh, he's just torturing the man right now, man. Look at that. Chris Major having a darn seizure in that one. And Tiffany Major, man, if it wasn't for that Jezebel, this match would be over, man.
And he's telling her, he's warning her not to interfere, but she is interfering. This matchup would have definitely been over. No man can kick out of 2 spears, especially after the way Chris Major's been clutching on those ribs. If Chris Major wins this fluke, and it's all because of Tiffany. Bitch.
Damn, Bob, calm down. Oh. Major. Oh, man.
Well, he missed and paid for it, and now Hank is going to town with that 2x4. And there's a bulldog by Chris Major.
Oh. And he uses himself. Beast almost daring him to use it on him. And look at this now. 1, 2. Oh. I thought that he might have been up, but Beast probably liked the way that tasted, even though it knocked him kind of crazy for a little bit. He back in the game, got him set up for this DDT. And Major is down. Great action we are seeing here all night.
I mean, I don't really expect Chris Major to put on a good show, but I gotta admit, man, he's been hanging in there up against Beast. Hey, you know, look at this. He runs back. Oh, he's got great ups. Goes as high as he can and chops the back of the neck, and now he puts him in the camel clutch. He's got him in the camel clutch.
Is this gonna be it? No. Beast picks him up with all his strength and drops down on that man.
That's 300 pounds, and that's the wise thing to do right there. 1, 2, this was all.
And Beast is getting frustrated, as I would probably be, wondering, man, how much does Chris Major have left in him?
Chris Major absolutely bringing this all. A huge right hand by Beast. And Chris Major continues the fight. You see his sister Tiffany Major looking on. He's got her support.
Oh.
I can guarantee Chris Major cannot take much more of those.
Oh, man, this could be the wrap up right here. Beast went for a move. Chris Major just ducked up under it. Throws him back into the turnbuckle. He's doing this a lot. Oh, but he can't get it the second time. He couldn't get it.
I believe that Beast just lost his special just then. Goes for the uppercut. And Chris Major hit him with that DDT, and now a face buster. But he may have made a mistake and awakened the Beast and Chris Major. But maybe Beast don't see it, man. Ringing on the arm. Hits him with another face buster. It's just crazy how big, huge man can be so agile. And a belly-to-belly suplex by one Henry Hank McCourt. He's doing this thug dizzle, man. He's just one move away from putting this thing in the ground. But Chris Major ain't having it. Look at this. Throws him over the top rope.
Now he brings him back into the ring. He's trying to catch his breath. What is he doing now?
Well, he's cheating. That's what he's going to do. He's going outside. He's getting the chair because there's no other way that he can beat Beast. And he knows that. And look at this. Beast with a second spear onto that referee. Catches Chris Major in the mix. That's going to be a fine. He's got a couple fines in this matchup, and not Chris Major outside the ring again. The stomp. Trying to regain some kind of momentum here. Oh, that's not good for that lower back, man. You do not want no back problems.
And an elbow right to the chin, and one more time as Hank measures him and then finishes it off with a DDT. That's like a triple combo, real slow like with big man Hank. Oh!
Fell on his derriere just then. And Beast, real quick with that DDT, he says it's gonna be it, man.
Ain't calling for it. It's gonna be that jackknife power bomb.
Power bomb by Hank.
Lifts him up and that's it. He's doing a little bit of limping of his own. The cover, 1, 2, 3, and this one's over. Chris Major and Tiffany have both made fools of themselves here at the Clash. But you gotta admit, a great effort by Chris Major, man. He just couldn't take it away. We'll be back.